ICE posted this all up on their social media accounts. If you're a victim of a crime committed by an illegal alien, we are here to help. And then they have a phone number that you can call. It's ridiculous, though, because it implies that undocumented immigrants are out here just committing all kinds of crimes and victimizing U.S. citizens, when it's been found that undocumented immigrants actually have substantially lower crime rates than U.S. citizens and lower crime rates than legal immigrants. For example, relative to undocumented immigrants, U.S. citizens are 2 times more likely to be arrested for violent crimes. Still, they're pushing this, implying again that undocumented immigrants are like the harbingers of crime, but this right here is going to be dangerous. And not just for undocumented immigrants, but the communities adjacent to ours. For example, for Latinos who happen to be U.S. citizens either through naturalization or by birth. Because let's be honest, this is just permission to racially profile. Because how can you tell just by looking at a person whether they are or are not an undocumented immigrant? This is going to lead to situations where people are going to have grievances with people whom they are going to assume are undocumented immigrants and thus are going to call ICE, resulting in a waste of resources and the harassment of communities simply because they are perceived as being undocumented immigrants. I mean, we're already seeing it happen. This man here was detained by ICE despite the fact that he is a U.S. citizen who voted for Donald Trump.
I was Trump supporter. I voted for Trump last elections, but because I thought it was going to be the things, like be pointless, like just go against criminals, not every illegal Hispanic looking like that they will assume we are illegals. That's what they're doing now. They're just following Hispanic people looking like, because they didn't ask me for anything.
I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, I have no sympathy for guys like him because we told you that this was going to happen. We told you you were going to get caught up in this because you were going to be racially profiled, because this was never about legal or illegal. The policies that this administration was implementing were always going to be about ethnic cleansing, and y'all were always going to be caught up in it. And just like the current mass deportation programs and the immigration policies that Donald Trump has implemented have resulted in the harassment of U.S. citizens simply because they look illegal, this too is going to lead to the harassment of communities that are going to be perceived as being illegal simply because they're not European American and simply because people are going to assume that they are undocumented. This fool really said in his interview that he thought they were only going to go after criminals. Dog, to them, you look like one of the criminals.